All right, welcome to this playthrough of a board game arena tapestry game I had. Well, yesterday in these when I record this, it was yesterday I finished the game. It's part of a long series of a tournament with a lot of games, and I started in that tournament 2 years ago, and this is the 20th game that has been done, that has been completed. Well, let me not bore you with those details. This is a deep dive into the minds of the people playing Tapestry games. So this is not for beginners. This is not a walkthrough of rules. This is definitely not something you want to see if you just want to get an introduction to Tapestry. You will want to watch this if you want to be an expert of this game. I'm currently 84th in the world, ranking at 400 or something elo. Um, and there's like maybe 5,000 active Tapestry players on BoardGameArena, maybe just a few hundred that is really serious about this. So it's not a big field of contestants for top 100, but still. So this game is with Gord and Righty Boy, and as you see, they are also quite high. And this is the elo, and they are quite high elo wise, so they are good players. And I start up with a choice here. I have to choose between Craftsmen and Merrymakers. In my opinion, Merrymakers are pretty overpowered. So that means that, yeah, they get like 8 resources in total for during the 4 H's or 5 income terms, 4 income terms, 2 to 5, as it says on the board. Yeah, on the civilization. Yeah. Anyway, so that is why I choose this. And between these two maps, I always will go for forest. The mountain is it has a lot of there's a lot of hexes, not hexes, but squares that are difficult to reach. So you can almost not get a full coverage here. This is much easier. This is for the academy, or you can do a 3x3 and 3x3 here. You can do. There's a lot of options here, so I go for that also. So also when I start out, I check out what inventions there are, and that's about it. That's about what I can do. And I actually don't know how the sequence of players will be at this point. So yeah. So okay, let's go for it. Oh yeah, I can pick. Yeah, I'll just yeah. So everyone must choose a civilization, and I chose Merrymakers. So now we are in the position to be a little more strategically founded here. So we know that God has heralds and Righty Boy has inventors. Inventors are really good if the other civilizations are developing inventions, not as good if you're the only one developing. So my standpoint is that I don't really go for inventions because they will just be stolen, and if he doesn't steal from me, he will steal from God, which puts God at a disadvantage. So also I must think about this civilization heralds. If you play uh, when played tapestry cards, then you have a different. Then you give God heralds the option to just put a marker on those. So I need to think about that if I can. So okay, so there's he overplays with one here, which is he doesn't get the benefit, but for the next round, the next income turn, he will be able to put down a marker here, a player token, it's called. Yeah, so yeah, that's not a great tapestry, but it's okay. It gives him 1 resources, and I have to position these, and for me, it's very important that I get it right. So in the last income turn 5, you can't use resources for anything. So I will actually, I won't want to put it here because this will be income turn 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I will need to put it on these two because then I will get the most from this. And that's the default setup for this. There's almost no other way to do it, I'd say. So yeah. So that's what I'm doing. And we are ready to go now, I think. So you see my tapestry here is Age of Discovery, which is kind of a good tapestry card to gain, because you do advance somewhere and you actually mess up the other people's the other players. So if I'm going like say science and one is here, then I force them to go to the next. Well, they save 3 resources, yes, but they do not gain the benefit. So yeah, so it's quite powerful but also quite random. So we will see how this plays out later, and you can look forward to that if you're into these strategic or tactical details. And yeah, not much to say about these map tiles we got. So that's it's gonna be an interesting game. I promise you that. I really do promise you that. So Gord is first up, and he moves forward on the invention track, which is the default as the starting player. You would want to go for the inventions track. Technology track. So you gain inventions, and eventually you get to a powerful end of track. And you would want to combine that with science most of the time. So I can see for sure that I will probably not want to compete there, especially not due to the inventors. So he gets a tapestry card, no, an invention. Yeah, and then Righty Boy moves up, does the same, and that is sort of disturbing for God because he would know he would do that, but what if he has some kind of tapestry he can play where he can, like dictatorship, where he can force himself up the track and prevent others from doing the same. I know he hasn't got the Age of Discovery at least. So he draws. He drew from from this deck of cards. Yeah, and was lucky, I would say. So I need to advance onto scouting here. I don't need to, but I want to because these you can see I can explore and I can conquer top left, top right, bottom right. Not in the second, but in the third and the fifth area. So my focus will be on the exploration and military track. But as you'll see, it's not that simple. So yeah, and I gain a few map tiles, nothing of interest, really. It's just basic stuff. So he moves forward, gains a tapestry, and gets a market and puts it down. And he's got one of the toughest maps at all. It's like this dot here. It's blocking everything around it, so it's very difficult to gain a full set. Well, for me it is. I'm not speaking for everybody, of course. So okay, so now it's Righty Boy. He should move up here. And he does, and he gets the same. And he places it here. This is a very exciting position right there. Not seen that before, but doesn't really matter. Okay, so I need to move forward here so I can gain so I can explore. So I will do that. Also, I will not pay for the tapestry. I almost always recommend not paying for tapestry cards. The resources are much more valuable. So I decline and do not buy the tapestry. So he goes to era 2 already, and that's because era 2 is the default here, because you don't gain extra stuff from this extra market. You gain 1 point. And if Righty Boy did the same, he would gain he would, if he didn't do the same, if he went to income turn, then he would get a resource instead of Gord. So Gord is like saying, I'm the first player, I want to be first to era 2. And I have long seen that coming. When you go up exploration and military, you don't play for era bonuses. You don't play for these 1, 2, and 3. Usually you don't. Not always, but usually you don't. So, and he overwrites his own because there are nobody has put down a tapestry yet. So that's the only choice he has. And I could pay one of these to get 10 points, but then I would make sure, and then he would get an income building, and I don't want that, so I decline. Yeah, and yeah, he just Righty Boy could not. He didn't have anything, so I did take that into consideration. If he had paid one, I might pay one as well, because then it was too late. Yeah, and he plays Oil Magnate, and that's a really nice play, but it's very early, so he only saves one. Yeah, so he chooses to advance here, which is fine, and he gets the structure, so he gets basically the benefit. So he's like preparing to finish a district here. Yeah. Okay, so I could go to number 1, and I do believe I do. Yes, I decided that it's better to just get ahead of that. I'm not going to use that invention for anything anyway, so you would probably not do so in real life. And he declines. Let's see. Yeah, so Righty Boy declines going a step up. He could have done that, but it wouldn't make sense for him to miss out on an income building on a market. So he gets another resource here. So now he's got 1, he's got 2, and he's got 3 for getting to area 2 first. He gets this, so he's in a very good spot here. 9 resources in area 2 is very good. So Righty Boy is actually, not that. He also, although he has 1 left, he goes straight to income. Straight to income turn, yeah. So he uses his ability to push this one up, which means that God gets a market, which he can place. So he's already got 3. But he cannot upgrade again, and this invention is now lost. Righty Boy also gets that, and he gets this card. So it's moved to that's the powerful inventor's specialty. Yeah, so that's fine. He gets another one, and now he can play. He plays Revolution and gets a resource. So, and then he can upgrade, and he upgrades and gets a barracks. I think it's called barracks. Yeah, and that will also gain him. Yeah, so he gets, and now he gets a resource where he gets what does he choose? A coin, of course. So he got a lot of coin now. And then he gets to 9, just like God. So it's very powerful. What a powerful start they have. And I'm like, oh, this is not going to go well for me. So, yeah. So now it's my turn, and I just keep moving up. I have explored this, and now I will attack it, conquer it. And I get a coin for that. Choose a coin. Always choose the resource, and do not choose the scoring here, because that's in special cases you would do that, like end game stuff. Yeah, so definitely not along the way here. And God goes forward and puts down the barracks. Okay, that's the barracks. So it's an armory. It's not a barracks. Sorry. Yeah, and he chooses a resource, and yeah, and refreshes the technology, and he will probably No, I don't think he should choose this one because 1, 2, he only needs 2, so no, he should not choose. And he doesn't, he chooses. This is actually, these cards are, they are underestimated because this is a really good card if you reach, say, exploration 6 and you play this, you upgrade it, then you save 2 resources. That's maybe not a lot, but it can count for something. And if you reach the end of the track, you can get 12 points for upgrading. So it's not the best card out there, but it's okay. Yeah, so not the best of cards here. Nobody will really want to go for this one. So let's see what happens. So now, take a look at that. He secures the science track, secures an advancement at least. And this is a good pairing of technology and science, and that has God has the advantage of gaining the different landmarks, but now Righty Boy can go up the science track. Depending on he rolls exploration, and that's perfect. Of course he will advance. That's a free when you roll this when you roll the science die, but you don't get the advantage. This is the perfect one to get that. You can also do that from take 3 to take 4 if you really want, but this is the optimals. So yeah, so that's good for him. So everything is going very well for these two players, right? And it really is. So now I pick now it's like, do I go here or do I go here? I need the tapestry because this is not good enough for me, and I need to reach military 3 so that if I reach this, I use this one, I can save 2 resources instead of 1. So I will definitely go to military 2, but I don't. Okay, so that's to secure Righty Boy from not attacking me. If I didn't go here and he went here, then I would be forced to go up the exploration track, and he might try to contest me somewhere else on the military track. By making sure there's 2 advancements between us, I secure the position. Basically, it really takes a lot for him to get to exploration 4 now. So I will of course choose the farm, and I will place it down here. This is a default position. That means that you can get the 2x2 and position it here. No more comments. No, okay. That's because I need to, yeah. So God moves forward, and that's the perfect choice because T5, technology 5, you gain this building choice. And he gets a house, which also is the default for the technology and science track combination, because you would only get 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings here for houses. So you pair it with this one and get the 5th. So he's basically have secured these 2 income building tracks to get all there is to get. And he puts it here, so he can almost finish number 2 district soon. So he's playing very, very well, I think. And he decides to upgrade. So he will also push himself to and save 1 resource by going here. That's decent enough. But still, he's lacking technologies, I think. So he needs to go to tech 6. Okay. So Righty Boy, what's he gonna do? He's going to go up here to get a tapestry. No, for sure. He will, and he will get the building, the house. And where does he put it? He starts to fill out this space. So basically, that is also a good choice, I think. But it's like you need to do it, but 6 buildings is a lot, right? Okay, so not optimal map choice. So here I could go here and gain 1 resource. I don't think I will. I think I will push up. I have 2 resources here, so I can only get to this So let's see what my choice is. Yeah, I go up and I get a trap card. Okay, so a trap card is not something you would want to play as an exploration and military track choice strategy. You would want to save these trap cards for anybody trying to attack you, unless they has this pillage and plunder tapestry where traps doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'll just make sure we're still recording. Yeah. It would be a waste of my time if I didn't pay attention to that. Anyway, we are now going forward with the armory, armory, and I'm putting it here because this makes for a more clean set of choices for landmarks. So a 3x3, which I would expect to get here and here, they will now go here and here. So these two should get me 1, 2, 3, 4 districts, the landmarks I have for now. But let's see how things work out. Spoiler, they don't work out as I thought they would. Okay, so he moves on. He gets a single point here, and he needs to get the invention, right? So he gets 0 VP for armories. Yeah, okay, he doesn't even get 1 point because he hasn't got any. So, and he does not. He declines the bonus, so that must mean he really wants to go for this. So here comes one twist. One twist in this game that probably made a real difference. Okay, so let's see what that is. Not right now, but he moves forward on the tech track. Now he's a bit further ahead, and he also, if he picks the market, which he will, then he will gain an extra resource for that, and he will put it there, I think. Let's see. So when I tell you what the other people has done right now, this is not because I remember. It's like, what choices would I make based on the information that I have. So he picks a market, and he probably will put it down here. Yeah, and he does. And I don't remember that he did that. I'm trying to, it's really important in Tapestry that you try to foresee what your opponents are gonna do. It's really important. I cannot say this too many times. Try to think ahead. Try to, like a game of chess. You need to figure out what your opponent is gonna do, so you can either foresee it coming and act in the way, or you can prevent it from doing so. Okay, so now I need to go to era 2, which is by far, I mean, the others has almost finished era 2, and I'm only going into era 2 now. So here I could get a coin, and this is for the military science, if I get the worker and the coin. But I will of course go for the culture and the food, so I can move up the tracks. Yeah. So I will do that, which gives me 2 resources, which is a very powerful bonus. And this now comes the twist. I play Age of Discovery, and although it doesn't really benefit me much, I get here and I can pay for the market, which I will, because that gives me a resource right now. I pay a resource and I get a resource, so that's basically free. And I put it here because that's still, you can get a landmark here. If you have one here, then it's easily filled out. So yeah, basically that's what I want to do. And God, I force God up here, and that's the twist. See, he has only one invention. One invention. He doesn't get these 2 inventions now. I forced him up there. He didn't have a choice. He gets the rubber works, sure. And he saves 3 resources, for sure. But he cannot use the upgrade more than once. He cannot use the circular more than, he really can't use. It's really basically, I messed up his game, unless he has like a map tile with an invention on it. then he would use that. But right now, he almost cannot use this track for anything. So I think he's not very happy with me at that point. So also he's forced up an inch, so I prevent him. I prevent him from spending 2 resources. I save him, but I also prevent him from getting one invention that can be of some significance. And I also, these 2 refreshes, they cannot be done. And these are lousy invention cards. Well, this one is probably not, but still. So let's see how they manage. And I get to era 2 with 8 resources, which is what you should aim for. But you are definitely, when you are the last to go to the era, you are, then it's because you have these 2, the farm and the armory. Okay. So anyway, let's get on with it. So God moves up here. Now he's going for the science track, and he can go up here if he wants. He will not. And then it's Righty Boy. Yeah, he goes up. Now he's being attacked on this track, so of course he moves forward, and yeah, that's fine. And he places, I guess here. No, he chooses the other side. So that's because the 2x2 can go here. So fine, that's fine. And then he can start gaining some capital score. Okay, I didn't see that coming. So I will probably go to, I'm not sure actually. I could go either military 3 or exploration 4. I could go to exploration 4, I think. But I think I'm going for military 3. Yeah, I am. And now I put down so I can get 2x2 here and 2x2 there. The landmarks. Okay. So now it's Gord's turn, and he moves up. He gets a tapestry, and he gets a house, and he puts it down here. What does he choose? I think he would choose. He would choose a worker. No, he chooses a coin. Okay. So he's really going for end of tech track. So now Righty Boy goes to era 3, which is fine. And what does he do now? He pushes, he steals this invention. That's, I mean, it's really, really strange for Gord. He's moved so far up the tech track and he has no inventions. That's really not very good. And he gets 1 VP, and yeah, so they don't really get anything from this. So now comes an interesting game changer here, okay? This is also the next twist in this game, which is quite the twist for me. I was like very happy to have this track for myself. Then he plays Dark Ages. Dark Ages makes you wanna go back you must go back 1 step on 3 tracks and gain 3 steps on 1 track. So see what happens. He jumps ahead of me and gains the lighthouse and secures his position on this track. And I'm like really disturbed by this, because I thought, okay, if I didn't do that, if I just had secured this, then I would be able to contest it and just go forward. Now I cannot. So this is big error for me. I should just I had no contestants here. I should just have moved it. There's no excuse for me not going to exploration 4 at this point. And it would have secured me. Maybe he would have made another choice. So anyway, he gains a resource because of that and fills out this. So that's basically a free landmark for him. And okay, he goes back on the science track, and he goes back on the military track. No, this technology track. So now he's not in a bad position now. Now he can make this invention deck be shuffled, or discard 3 inventions and get 3 new to choose from, and he gets the resource. Of course, not the resource, the invention possibility again. Of course, it costs him 2, but he gained that for free because I forced him forward, and now he forced himself back. The military track, he didn't move there, so that's fine. So basically, he skipped a few. He skipped one house and some exploration, but he actually, yeah, he got in front of me. Yeah, so that's advances. Let's see. Yeah, and he upgrades this one, so he gets even further ahead. Crazy stuff. He saved like one, oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 resources by doing that. Okay, next up. I'm pretty messed up at this point. I'm like, okay, I think I'm writing here. That was a great play of this Dark Ages, and I'm kind of in my head, I'm kind of giving up, and I'm probably also writing something to him like saying I have no chance of this now. I think I do that a little later, but still, I am writing that. So now I think, okay, now I gotta secure this, right? So I then I get a resource, and I will probably choose the culture. Yes, I do, and yeah, I get some small VP, 3 VPs, and now it's Gord's turn. He has no inventions at all. He says, okay, he got ahead there. I get ahead now, so that's fine. But see how many resources he's got, like 15 resources in era 3. It's crazy. Here I have, of course, I said this is the winner. This is the winner of this game. Brighty Boy is the winner. There, I said it. This is what I believed. And God chooses to go. Yeah, nothing special here. But where does he put it? He puts it there, of course. And now he has 6 in capital score, which is great. So he's also doing a lot right. I have 0 things going right for me at this point, besides going out the military track, which is also looking a little bleak. I can probably get ahead, but I'm like, okay, the next thing I know, they have dystopia and steals this one, or they have espionage and does something to mess up my game. Okay, so Righty Boy, he will probably go up science, but I'm actually unsure here. Yeah, he does go up. He must also be like, okay, I need to. No, okay, of course he does, because see, God, he cannot go to science 4 unless he has some strange. Oh, he can actually go to science 4 because he can just play oil magnate, and then he can push himself forward to this. So that's also good for him. Okay, so Righty Boy has secured the first capital score point, and I move up here to military 5 and secure the center. So the armory puts down here because I'm unsure that, I mean, I will get. I'm not sure here why I'm doing that. I should probably have placed it down here. Yeah. Okay. So here it's very important that you don't get a question mark, because then you would get nothing from this, and you would have to settle for 2 or 3 points, 3 points here. Maybe 4 or 7 if you're lucky, if you get the other die right. Okay, so I must select a hex. Yeah, okay, but that was yeah, okay, so I basically got 10 points for that, which is fine. And now get a second trap. So now I have a problem. I have 2 traps which I want to use later on or want to save, but this you cannot advance on the military track, Broker of Peace, and I'm not sure the other ones will advance. So I'm like, I can't play that. So I'm like, what am I to do now? I have lousy tapestry cards. I mean, really lousy cards. That was a theme for me in this game. Okay, the first one actually wasn't that bad. So now he puts this on oil magnet and goes to science 4, of course. No problem there. and he puts it down. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not keeping track of that when I'm playing. I'm just like, okay, so he puts it down there. That's fine. And I can go to science 1, which of course I want to do. No biggie there. No consideration there. Then he is being forced up. Oh, not well. He's actually saying I will go along for this. Probably not what he really wanted to do, but that's fine. So now he can get ahead again. So he doesn't gain the 2x2, but he got it from this one, so that's fine, I guess. So God receives cards, and he is now in era 3. And what has he said? Okay, I get 5 VP. This is also an overpowered. Yeah, it's overpowered because now he gets, if he gets the 2x3, he can just overlap it somewhere on this lousy map, and he will get 5 points for that. That's fine, but nothing's really special about it. I have used this card in era 4 and placed like 8 buildings, income buildings around. That gave me 40 VP. That's overpowered. But of course, you don't get capital scores when you put it on already. Yeah. Anyway, that's a different talk. But when you put down income buildings, you should put them on the empty spaces. But there can be an advantage in putting it on the blocked spaces if just you can see an advantage in using that for terraforming. Okay, so he moves up here, nothing special, but and he moves up the exploration track. He would prefer the tech track here, I think. So he moves up, gains a house, no, a farm, and where does he put it? He will put it here. I'm not sure. Yeah, he does. And then he explores. He explores away from me. So he's not going to contest the middle. That's a very decent strategy, very used strategy when you're going up tech and science. You want to keep away from the aggressors as much as possible to secure they don't mess up your strategy. Okay, so I now can go to I would probably go to military. No, I won't. I will go to exploration 4 because I have no tiles where I can use the conquest if I get a question mark. So of course I will go up here. I gain a territory tile which I cannot use, and I get 3 points and a coin here. That's fine. So he moves up. He tries to, yeah, and he actually does do it. He makes it. So they are competing for the science track, and he gets the science. So now he can move up here and come. He's now ahead of Righty Boy. So the clear advantage that Righty Boy had by going up this track is now gone with the wind. It's just vanished. Now Gord has both taken the 2x2 and he will get the academy. So that's even better for him because the academy can just be put here. No, here, of course. So that's amazing stuff for him right now. Amazing stuff. He could have easily, okay, he could have gotten tech. That would also have been good, but this is better. So does he pay? Oh, I can't remember if he paid it. Did he pay for? Let's see. No, advances to 5. Oh yeah. I'm not sure. When did he get to science 5? See, medicine 4. Medicine 5. I need, okay, Righty Boy. Okay, so I'm unsure. No, okay, my bad. He's just advanced 2 spaces, but he did not pay for. Okay, so he may choose a benefit, but afterwards we'll see if he pays. Good. I thought I missed something. So of course he pays for getting the last, and he plays yeah, not the last, but now he's secured getting to the final house. Yeah, and he declines the bonus, so he won't pay 2 tapestry cards, and that's also the standard choice. So Righty Boy, now he can choose between trying to get to science. There's 25% chance he can get here, but he also needs this one, right? He needs to get to email for the house, and he will probably choose that. He does. And now he's got a resource more. That's fine. So now he's up to 7. Yeah, so now he needs to start moving on the tech track. So now it's me, and I can watch this unfold, which I probably don't because I'm like, I've lost already. So I'm just pushing forward now. That's really my plays, my turns are really foreseeable, predictable. There's really no choice here. You just gain the resource, and I've got 1 like starting in area 1. Now this is interesting. I get dystopia, and that's actually one of the reasons I wanted to get to many reasons to get to military 6, but I get a tapestry, and I needed desperately one. And I think, great, that's really great. And I pay 1 because I can still go to the next. And then this house will probably end up here. Okay, now it starts filling out this. So now I'm actually that's pretty stupid of me, because I could use dystopia for 2x3. So this is my second mistake. The first mistake was not going to exploration 4. The second mistake is putting the house there because I want to save room for this and this. I should probably put it somewhere like there, because I have this dystopia and I'm soon to go into era 3. My problem is dystopia here and heralds here. Heralds, he can just put a token on mine, and then he can get whatever of these 2 I didn't get. So I would need to have him go to era 4 before I play this card. So I'm still like, what can I use it for now? So that's kind of disturbing. And now also I would have probably chosen this academia, the academy. I would probably have chosen that, right? Because that would have made better sense. No, I would probably choose the trains. Anyway, this would get me this and this and this, or something like that. That would be very good. So I'm actually planning for that. So now he gets 5 and places it there. That's fine. And he gets almost 2 resources, but he gets 1 here. And he gets a worker, and he chooses a benefit. Which what I choose? Not that one. He chooses, of course, to get 2 inventions, which means he will now, yeah, so they're too good. This is, of course, the best. So he takes that. Yeah, and then a new, and that's not the best. He will probably choose this one. No, he chooses from the deck. That's interesting. I wouldn't have done that. I definitely wouldn't have done that. This is a better choice, I think. Okay, so now Righty Boy, he will discard these 3. And yeah, this is the best card to choose. Or this one, actually. Let's see. Okay, he chooses from the deck. That's interesting. But he gets a really good one, actually. If I get to somebody gets to Space Shuttle 10, that's fine. If they do, then he can upgrade it. And he has inventors, so that makes sense. So he was lucky again. Second time he was lucky on choosing from the deck. Okay, so I have a choice here. I can push forward somewhere, but I probably think that I will wait until I will not play this, and I need to go to era soon. So I actually think I'm doing this. I'm going to science 2, which only makes sense to gain a card, and whenever you explore it, I don't. That's the worst card. That's probably the worst card I could get, because I have plans for these. I don't want to put them down and do not really get anything for it. So I will not use this. I will not use that. I won't use my traps. I have to use Dystopia now. And I need to pay for the house, because that gives me a free resource afterwards. And I put it here and I get a resource as well. And here I will pick the culture. No, I pick the food. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so now God can advance, and he goes forward to make sure he gains a bit of an advantage here in this track. He has one he can put down, and I think he will put it down up here. Yep. And now he gets 10 points for going into era 4. That's also good for him. Righty Boy now advances, of course, and he knows he's not going to get to. He's probably not going into era 4 before God. Which income building does he choose? Well, he will probably choose. Yeah, I don't really know. So I would say a farm or a barracks. Armory, sorry. No, he chooses this one, although he will get it here just to be able to compete with the 10 VP for era 3. Oh, for era 4. Income turn era 4. Okay, so he can upgrade. He pays for the upgrade, and what does he pay? What he will probably pay for? Yeah, for the coin, getting a coin. Okay, so what do I do now? There's really no good choice here. I won't get anything from the technology track. Yeah, I will get, and I actually do think I go to, of course, I go to military to Tech 3. And I do this because I will then choose an invention, because I don't get much use of these buildings anyway. And that's very, very, yeah, I mean, I can not lose because of that, but the invention I get is fine, I guess. But yeah, but I will do that. But missing out on an income building is really a tough choice. So, and then reveals a card, an invention that is not very fine. He will be able to choose that. I'm not sure he will. We'll find out. I mean, when I say he, that's Righty Boy. He will go here and he can choose that. Not sure he will. Okay, so God goes further. He uses all his resources in Era 3, which is somewhat uncharacteristical for a very good player, because you want to save some of the highest, most valued. But also he wants to get the 10 points here. But he cannot upgrade anything. So that's really, it's interesting. He completes a district, gets a resource, and then he can upgrade. And he pays to upgrade, and then he goes up with this one. Why? Why is that? I would definitely have chosen this one. To get the food and then the market, and get us a different one, another one when he goes into error. So Righty Boy, he could choose to go into error now to prevent God from getting enough resources, but he has 6 resources here, so he would miss out on 2 resources. So I don't think he will, and he won't. So he goes on to steal 6, and he gets not the last structure, but he gets here. So now he has 2 VP, whereas 2 VP capital score, or 1 row, 1 column, 2 VP times 3 for now. While God, he has 6. So God is in a really good position here. They are both very strong players, very strong position players on this. The only thing is they're going into era 4, and they're not quite there yet on the tracks. So yeah, and they don't have much of these other buildings for the military and the exploration track. Okay, so Righty Boy is inventing. Let's see. Yeah, he's inventing, and let's see if he chooses. I think he will. No? Again he chooses, and he gets lucky for the third time. He's lucky. So I think luck is also with Righty Boy, and which is why I think he will win at this point. So I can now, I won't get any bonus for going into era 3, but I really need God to go into era 4 before I do, because if I go into era 3, if I go into era 3 and I play dystopia, then he goes into era 4, then he can play my dystopia, and then my game is messed up even more. So I need to go to herbalism, pick the house, and position it probably. No, not sure. Maybe here. No, I think I put it here. Yeah. Okay, so now God is going into era 4. He gets 2 coins for going into era, and then he puts it on my, which is also the right. I mean, there's really no way he shouldn't go for any. He shouldn't go for Dark Ages. The revolution gets him 1 resource. This one will save him more. So he gets to he goes to technology, which is very, very good for him. So he will upgrade. He will upgrade this. So now he gets 2 food. That's really crazy. So not only does he get 4, but he also gets 2. He would have gotten them eventually, of course, but now he can actually, yeah. Okay, let's see. He has not upgraded yet. So Righty Boy moves forward. He says, I have enough inventions. And I move forward. I say, I don't really care about inventions, but I do care about C5. So, and then he plays 3 VP for each of the landmarks, 3, 6, 9, 12, or a resource. He gets that. Okay, so basically what you will do here is you will say, do I get more than, if you get 9 VP, then you would maybe choose the resource. If you get 6 VP, you definitely will choose a resource instead of getting the points. But if you get 12 VP, that's powerful stuff. So yeah, and now he can upgrade, and I'm pretty unsure what he's doing here, because he can go both ways. I would go for the market myself, and he does. Now he can place a structure. I think he'll place it here. No, he doesn't. That's fine. And yeah, so Righty Boy has now the chance to go into era, but I don't think he will. Righty Boy will probably go up a notch on the tech track. No, he goes, okay, he goes to trains, and he gets the train station and puts it here, so he gets 2 VP more. Let's see if he does do so. Yeah, and he gets a resource where he gets a coin. Yeah, so basically he gets to explore, and he can get a barracks for that. I don't think he will. No, he chooses a coin here. So now he can go into era 4. Okay, now I go into era 4. Now I will explore and I will conquer. And I will probably choose this one because I actually want to be a bit aggressive. I don't want to choose this one because then he can just attack it. I want to choose this one where I can attack it myself and conquer it. Okay, so I don't even do that. I'm trying. I think I tried not to entice him to going towards me. I do have 2 traps, but yeah, I will probably don't want to give away free opportunities. I think I should have gone for this one, but hey, I did what I did, so I won't call it a mistake per se. So now I will conquer this one. Yeah, and I get a food, and that's fine. And now I play Dystopia, and I choose this one because I think God has plenty of. I could have taken this. I could have taken that. I could have taken this. So this landmark is basically doesn't really matter. I think that's the first one he's going for, so I will just want to prevent him from doing that. And I think, okay, why did I put 2 here? I could have saved those spaces and used them for something else. So I will position it here anyway. And I will not get a resource for that because I am saving up for getting 2 resources here. Okay, so I may upgrade a technology, and I will, of course. So I go into area 3 with 11, 13 resources, which is decent. It's decent because I've got like 2 resources from this, one resource from that, and yeah, well, not anything from that. And I've got a decent amount of income buildings if you compare it to 5, 10, 11, 5, 10, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not as much as those guys, but I'm only entering era 3 and they're exiting era 3. So I get another lousy card. Ignore upgrade prerequisites. I don't need that. I don't need that. So I cannot play this one. I cannot play that one. And I definitely cannot play that one for era 4. So right now I'm thinking, what am I to do here? What am I to do in era 4? I'm already thinking of era 4 here. So now God has a lot of choices here. He can go up here. He can go up there. He can, yeah. And I think, I'm not sure if he goes to, I think he should go to science 9. And he does. Think he should go to tech. Yeah, I think he should go to tech 10. There's no other way. And he does so. He doesn't really get much points for that. He gets 9 points. Usually you would make sure you had some progress on the military track, maybe 4 or 5. So yeah. Anyway, and he can't, when you go up here to science 10, you need to step back, and when you have the technology science combination, you would usually go back here. But he cannot, he can get 3 and then upgrade, but it's really not. So he would need to push forward. I'm not sure what he's going to do actually. So that will be interesting. So God, Righty Boy moves forward. See, he doesn't. He gets the last structure. Yeah, he gets the last building and puts it there, so he can claim something here soon. That's fine. And now I will probably. I need to push up the exploration track because I have no place to attack. So I will probably do that. So I get 5 points for that, which is fine, and I pay for another farm. But if you can count, and you can probably, you will see I can only get 2 farms more, unless there's a farm. Unless somebody has put down a farm here, and I can get that. So right now I cannot even, and that's very bad. I cannot even complete the income track for the exploration track for the farms. Well, anyway, I think I put it down here or here or there. Okay, of course there, because I'm going for this landmark at some point, and I can put it here. Originally I would maybe I put it there and then filled it up with buildings, but then my game got messed up. Okay, so God must take advancement turn. I'm really excited what he's doing here. I'm looking forward to see what he's doing. So he pushes forward. So he gets a house, a farm, I mean. So the farm is being put unknown, maybe here, maybe no here, maybe in the center. No, it was here. Second choice of mine. And he upgrades, and he can only put that here. He could have put it there, but he puts it here because he wants the 2x3 somewhere here, I think. No, 2x3 here, yeah. Then that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, it makes sense. So Righty Boy, he will go into Era 4, and he will he upgrades lithium ion. He did upgrade this one, so he can put it up, and then he got a very good trade economy. Probably use it for this means you can choose one of your opponent's track positions and get what they have, and he will probably choose Science 9. Yeah, selects Gordon Physics 9, and he moves forward here. So now he can upgrade and get, so he probably will get two farms. Yes, at least one farm now. He will get 2 farms, and he puts it down there, and he gets a farm more. So he gets 2 buildings, so powerful. And then he can upgrade the technology. Which will it be? It will not be, I think it will probably be, I'm not sure. I would say the lithium ion. Yeah, it is. And now he can choose, and he will go for this one again, I think. He did what? What did he do? Okay, so he went to exploration. I'm not. Oh, so he repeated that. He repeated this one. Okay, that's kind of weird. I would have said that he should use this one, but it was probably already used once, and then he couldn't choose it again. Else he could have pushed up. Yeah, so I was a little bit confused here, but I think that's because I would always have chosen this again, but I think it can only be used once. So that's why the second best choice would be this one, because he couldn't use military, and he couldn't use this one because it was already chosen. I think he should be able to. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, so anyway, he did what here? He claimed okay, so he upgraded. Oh, he claimed an armory because he had a map tile and put it there. I'm not sure why he put it there. Oh, I'm sure why, because that was the only position he could place it in, which is not what suits him, because I could attack it and gain it, but I will also gain it there, so that's basically not for any use for me. That's basically messing up my game if I choose that one and I'm already going over here and I don't get a resource for that. Okay, so that was he goes into Era 4 with 11 resources. Era 4 with 11 resources. That's God that has left. Sorry. He's got 11 resources left. 8, 11, 13 resources for Era 4. Decent, but not very good. You should have maybe 18 or something. So now Righty Boy is like, he's behind on the science track, he's behind on the tech track. He's really not in a good place here, but he has the advantage of being in front of the exploration track. So now what do I do here? I go for this one before he has a chance to attack it. So I need to go to the 7th here, and I will put down here, and I will gain how many? 1 food and 2 food. I gain 2 food, so I mean business. I want to get moving on the exploration track. That's what that signals. Also, yeah, that's what it signals. Also, I pay for anyway, I don't pay for anything. I see, so now this is not an error, but this is a bad thing for me. Now I choose 7 VP because I'm going for this, so I get at least 7 VP for that. So I would much rather have had a resource, right? So I didn't. So now it's Gord's turn, and he goes. There's really no reason to wait, unless he's going back here. He's probably, maybe he's even. I'm not sure. Okay, so he went to the end. So there will be more twists to this game, I promise you. Probably nobody's watching this, but if you are, then look forward to some more twists. I'm just saying there will be plenty of twists yet to come. Okay, so what does he choose? He chooses exploration, which, I mean, he will get this, but he won't get to all of these armories. So I'm not sure that was the right move, but I can see that he can see me fill out quite the space here, and yeah, so that's the choice he makes, and that's probably a good enough choice. Okay, so he moves up here, moves up the exploration track, and gets one of the last. Yeah, and yeah. Right now, I'd say okay. Then you don't get. He puts it. Yeah, okay. That was the last. So now he finished another district. So I'm not sure he can get to the last farm. And he gets food. Yes. So he's trying to get to the end of exploration track, it seems. Okay, right. So now I get to choose what to do. And I think I will go to a military. No, I will go to military. No, I will not go to military. I should have gone to military and attacked one of these, I think. But for now, I go to this part and put down. And where do I put down the farm? There, because then I can. I'm just trying to fill it out, I think. Yeah, and I explore, and I go down there now to attack in this direction. Nothing special about that. So now God can do what? He cannot really use this yet. So now he needs to do something with the military track or the exploration track, but he cannot use the tech, so he needs to be somewhere on the military track that makes sense for him to use this one. So now he's conquering, and he will probably, I don't know. Yeah, he attacks in this direction because I put down this one. So this is very enticing for him to go for. And I'm sorry to say, he gets a food for that, and that's too bad. I would have liked him to get a question mark. Then he would have gotten 2 VP. And Righty Boy just moves on here. That's no big deal. And he can explore anyway, so he puts it down there. So he's like, okay, let's have some fighting going on over here so they don't look at me. And I think that's a very nice move. Also means that he could have put it here or here, but he gains 5 points for that, for placing it there. So that's probably much to do that as well. Okay, good. So I can go further up, or I can attack it, and I will attack. So now I will go for one of these. Can't remember. I think I go for this, because if he attacks this one without me being there, then he has 2 attack surfaces. Whereas if I go here, he has 1, and I will like to entice him to attack me. Yeah. No, I mean he has 1, and I would like to attack. Yeah, I would like him to attack me here, because then he needs to go there before he can attack further. So if he went here, he had 2 opportunities to attack, and I wouldn't be able to attack him. So this is the correct choice. And I get resource, and I am happy for that. At this point, 3, 6, 7. You shouldn't 6, 7. Sorry, you shouldn't choose 7 VP. Still the resources are more important. Get as far as possible, and he pushes up. Maybe he needs a. No, he doesn't need a tapestry, and he gets the structure and puts it here. He wants to complete this before he he wants to complete this as much. He's actually doing a very good job. So Righty Boy moves up, and Righty Boy, that's very easy to. Maybe you should say that he should have gone up here, but yeah, okay. So he gets a lot of points now, and he also gets to place that one there, which gives him a resource. Yeah. And he gets like 10 VP for discarding 3 tiles, and he gets 9 VP for. Now I'm just like 9 VP technology. Yeah, so he gets the 9 VP for technology. Okay. So I need to go to anti-aircraft defense here, and I get the last barracks. Put it there. I'm just. Okay, I did put it there, but it went away. So for now, you might just imagine there's a barracks sitting, an armor sitting right there. That was a glitch in the replay. Yeah, and I got 7 VP because I had 7, 3, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Just keep doing that. Okay, so he moves further up. So he's really serious about getting up this track now. He's not being contested on the science track anyway, so yeah. So he puts down, and I think he will choose either a culture or a worker, and he chooses a culture. So Righty Boy will now he will push forward. Of course, he will need to see what kind of and there comes more twists to this, because I can promise you these are not the only tiles he'll get. Okay, so he has definitely got some strong tiles. This one can be used when he gets to 12. He can get 12 points for that. This one is 2 resources, very valuable. 8 points, that's very good. And then the 13. No, the roll science dice. This was not the 13. I think he will go for one of those 2. He didn't. He went up the military, the tech track. I wouldn't have done that. I really wouldn't. But Righty Boy doesn't have that many resources, so yeah, okay, I would. It actually gets him to the end of the track, so that's actually the very best choice he could do. So he's low on resources at this point, which means I would say he's near his end game very soon, and I'm like, okay, he has a lot of points, but yeah, so I can only do one thing. I can go up here. Do I do it? Yes, I do, because I have absolutely nothing I want to play here. So I actually push up, get a single point, and I get a tapestry card now. And this socialism, this is another twist, as you will see. Okay, so this was the obvious bad choice to make when viewed from the outside. Like, dude, you don't play on you're going for the military 12. Do that. Go for the exploration 12. Don't play it out on all tracks like you do. I'm on number 4 here. So at this point, I'm like, I have lost. I have nothing to lose. I just need something to push for. So I can see that I might get to military 12, but I might not get anywhere with these. So I'm at this point, I say I got 60 points. I'm just not going to win this. But then I get this socialism where you can move up to the closest contestant. Yeah, that's interesting. They don't know I have it. Now God gets lucky. He goes to scouting, and he gets the farm, right? So that's great. Great news. Even more luck for him. Okay, so Righty Boy, he moves to take 11. So now he can repeat this benefit, which he will. So what does he do? He puts it down on this So he gets three tiles more, and he gets to explore one of them. Isn't that crazy stuff? He has explored this one. What to choose? Not this one. I would definitely choose get 2 resources, and he will do that. Yes, he did. That's the only obvious choice. He gets 8 points for that, and he gets multiple resources. So now he can get to T12, and then he must upgrade. And at this point, I would go for not that one. Maybe that one. Yeah, maybe that one. Yeah, so he gets 11 points for that. Okay, so now I get to era 4, right? And they have 10 resources and 6 resources. He will get to 8 resources in a moment, spend 2 to get 4. So I gain like basically 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which is bad, but I do get 2 resources here, and I do get to spend that one. But so I don't really get that many resources. So I go for the culture. So that secures my position, because when I get another district finish, I can get a culture more. So I get 6 in total. I can get to the end, and I get a food, which is fine. Then I play socialism. Okay, so now I got to choose. Will I jump to Tech 11? Do I jump to Science 11? No, Exploration 11? Or do I jump up to Science 6? The obvious choice here, go to Tech 11. I mean, okay, I skip one of these houses. That's very powerful. But I actually get 2 resources for doing that. Also, I get the chance of contesting the end of track 5 VP, which I'd say no chance, because he'll just go to Tech 12 in a moment. So I jump up there. I get 7 points for upgrading, and I now have 9, 11, 13 resources. Not too bad, but see, God has 10 resources, so he's gotten 6 resources for going into era first, so that really shows here. He's 10 resources, I'm 13 resources. He has 3 left than me. We got the same amount of points, and he's in a better position than me to finish the track here. And yeah, so I'm not very optimistic at this point. So now I get, when I get to military 10, that is also one of the reasons I'm like nervous. I need to overplay my tapestry. I only got the trap card, and if I use one trap card, they will know I probably have one more, I guess. They will not attack me probably, but I have get pillage and plunder, and for this I can get to the other players. I can just attack them so I can be attacked, use the trap cards, gain resources, or I can attack and just and I get the results of both conquer dice, which is very powerful also. Which I must confess, I totally completely forgot I could do that. So, but I'm like, okay, I've got 1 conquest left. 1 conquest, 2 conquests. So, but in era 5, this wouldn't count. So, yeah. Okay, let's get moving. I am into 1 hour and 18 minutes. I'm pretty sure I have no viewers left, but if I have, they must be a fan of me doing this, because you wouldn't stick around otherwise. So God advances on. Yeah, he goes to military 4 and gets 6 VP for territory map tiles. Righty boy makes an error now. He should go to military 12. He doesn't do that. He goes up here. He has full focus here. He didn't realize I had jumped ahead. So he goes here because he wants even more. He wants 3 tiles more. So that's like a vast array of possibilities here. I'm not even sure what he's choosing. I don't know what I would choose. I really don't. I don't think I would choose. I would probably choose the space tile here. The space tile with the research. And he does. And he gets to the next, which is saving him 3 resources. He doesn't. He did have all the houses, but it saved him 3 resources. Crazy. Yeah, but I will punish him, and I will get the 5 points and go to end of track. And I have I have 2 left. I get 1 there, and I need 1 for this one. So I cannot go on the military track. I could start on the tech track and gain, but there's a long way, and I don't really get much of this. I will need to push science, I guess. I could also push exploration and be certain to have this last. Yeah, but I choose science. And that's basically, it will be kind of a waste. I can choose. That's a waste. So right now I'm still like, okay, great. I've got 15 resources now, and he's got 7 now, God. So, and he's got like 3 righty boys. So what is possibly, yeah. Okay, so God is conquering now, and he will go for this one because he won't attack me, and this is the only sensible thing to do. He gets a food, and he claims an armory. So now he can start to push up that track, and he will probably. So now he's filling out more here. Yeah. So righty boy moves up to tech 12, and too late, I'd say. Okay, so now I have a choice here. I can go to chemistry 5 and do some research and hope that it will not be tech. Or I can push up and override it with the pillage and plunder. So I actually take my chances here, and I'm lucky. I move up now. And I get the fusion reactor, place it there, so I get 3 VP score, which means 6 VP. That's something. And I move up with the food here, because I'm really trying to get to exploration 10, because that will mean 10 plus 12. That means 22 points for me. So now I will use the pillage and plunder, but I sat in 10 minutes wondering if I should go for paying these 2 and then getting rid of these 3, but then they would just attack me, so I wouldn't do that. Okay, so now Gord must advance, and he will advance science 10. There's no other way, and he will go back here. Yeah, so he gets a resource for that, and also he will move back on the military track, and he will get a resource for that. So now he's at 8 while I'm at 14. So and he's at 5. So it's like they just keep on going like a Duracell battery. Those are commercial ones. Anyway, righty boy goes to 12. Exploration 12. Oh, I didn't notice. He gained 13 points. He really wants to secure his spot here, and he also pay 1. Now, what would I do if I were him? I'd probably not the capital score. This is out of the question. This is out of the question. I would probably choose the space tile with the invention. And he does. And I would invent this one. But he doesn't. Oh my god, that's so overpowered. So he's been drawing from the deck, and he gets lucky every time. That's really crazy stuff. I mean, I'm not accusing him of cheating, definitely not. But going for the technology card deck 3 times in a game or 4 times, it's just crazy stuff. You should go for the secure choice here. So anyway, he gets this, and he now will get points for how many inventions he has. Oh, he upgrades. Why he upgrades that one? I would have upgraded this one, taking a resource, a space time more, and wow. And pay to gain the bonus. Yeah, that's weird. Why did he do that? That's weird, in my humble opinion. So he's closing down his game soon. Closing his game. He's in his end game, and I can easily just go to 11 now. So I will pay the 3 useless tapestry cards, and I get 6. So I get a lot of VP. So I'm ahead of God here, 10, 12 resources. So right now it's like, okay. But God, he has a lot of buildings. I mean 5 income buildings left. I have 9 income buildings left, and I have nowhere to gain them. I can get 1 here, and I can get 1 here, and I can surely not gain any more. So the defining moments of this game will be the civilization I get. Will that do anything for me? So he starts moving up the exploration track and explores away from me, so I can just pick that. He knows I won't. Righty boy, he is he's taking his time here, because now he can get a resource. So he's he gets a coin here, so he can live on for quite some time still. And I get to military 12 now, so I always choose the civilization before you attack. And I get futurists, and that's amazing stuff here. That means I get 2 resources, so I can actually, I gain 2 workers, because I can go forward. I spend 10 minutes pondering on what to do here. I can go 4 places up, and I do that here. I skip 4 positions, which means I can get back here, get more points, and up again. And I can go forward 2 steps here and save 6 resources by spending 2. So should I move forward with up to space shuttle? No, I lose too many points. I need these points. That will get me 30, 40 points. So no, I will just move this one I just put there up there, and I have the possibility to do some research. Okay, so I hate futurists normally. Okay, so normally I would not choose futurists, but this time around it comes in very handy. This turned the game around. So now I'm ahead here. I'm up there competing with this track. I'm at the end of this track, and I now can see that I can get to at least science 11, and I have finished this track. So that's really something. And I attack here, of course, because then I get both. I do that anyway, but I get both dice. That's a bad roll. I would much rather have liked a 7 or like 3, 6, 7, 8. Anyway, yeah. So I gain I gain a food. So now God's like, he's writing to me, kind of like, okay, I think there's no way you're not going to win now, blah blah blah, or something like that. And I kind of agree with him that I do have a chance, but Righty Boy is just so far ahead, and he's also got a lot of buildings, so I'm pretty unsure just yet what happens. So God places a structure. Yeah, he's just trying to fill out that space. He's really done well with this capital mat. Okay, so now it's Righty Boy, and he goes up the military track, and he can apply the bonus, and he does not do that. He tries to cancel. Yeah, you should have gone up there. You should have gone up there. I don't know why you did that. So he declines the bonus, and that's too bad for him. Oh, well, he cannot use it for anything, so probably that's why. Anyway, he still has 2 moves left, I think. So now I can choose to go to neuroscience 10, go back, gain some more VP, and he moves forward now, and he moves up the military. So he wants to go there, and I understand why. And he does do that. No, he didn't get it. I thought he got it. And he cancels their moves. Yeah, okay, but he claims, I'm not sure why. He claims an armory. Not sure what's going on. Oh yeah, 222. This because I don't see him getting. He claims 1 armory, but he should have. He also got a food, I think, and he's conquering again. And he gains a food for. He gains 6 VP. He chooses a VP here. Okay, so a lot of stuff is happening. He's almost filling out his 8th district. That's a lot of resources. Okay, so Righty Boy, he goes up here. He chooses the culture, and yes, I will now get to 11, I think. Yep, and I will get to train 7, and I will choose this one or this one, I think. No, that was this one because it gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, and now I can move up again here, and I will do that to save 3 resources because I have 2 culture, so that's fine. And I'm trying to fill out that one, and I also pay and get some more. So now I'm kind of getting close to Righty Boy. God is the next player. He moves up the exploration track, and then he finishes his 8th district. Amazing stuff, really. Now he's only 1, but he cannot get that, like, for sure. He shouldn't be able to get that one, but he has the heralds, so he could probably use something like that or something. We'll see. Okay, so Righty Boy moves up, and yeah, he will choose 4 points. Yeah, that's not much. And I go to, yeah, what should I choose here? I should choose to go to airplanes, I think. Yeah, and I do. Also, now I get the decent. I have 2, but I cannot use them for anything, right? So I actually just play culture, so I get another culture here, so I can finish the track again. And I, of course, don't pay for the tapestry. So Gordix is exploring. Yeah, he's not getting. Oh yeah, okay. Of course, he gets the last farm there. Sorry, that's my bad. Righty Boy takes an income turn. He upgrades assembly line. So now he chooses probably the lithium ion, and he will probably select this one. No, wait up. He needs to use his own, so he's probably going for the, yeah. No question. Exploring science, space. I mean, he will probably, he could go for this one. I don't think so. He will go for this one, maybe. No, I'm not sure. So he choose that one. Capital score. Yeah, that's fine. So nothing big, and he. Oh, okay, that was controlled territories. Let's see, was it controlled territories? One culture, one. No, oh yeah, he pays to explore, and then he choose conquest, and yeah, and he gets what? 4 points, and then he gets points for 5 points. Yeah, so that's actually very good. So he gets to 200, and then he can choose a circular. He upgrades. Yeah, he upgrades assembly line. So he now chooses the last farm. My God, crazy stuff that is. Okay, so he ends his game with 282 points. There's a long way, 130 points to go. So I get to check to exploration 10, and I gain a lot of points here. 12 and 10, so 22 points. So now I'm inching closer to 100, and I'm 45 points, 44 points ahead. Also, Gord, he moves up. He takes the last bit of action here. Then he will go to this one at the end. That's the only choice he has. He really can't do anything else but that. So I go to I thought, oh yeah, okay, I go to yeah. I should have gone to 12 here, I think. That's a small error because I could have gained a civilization that would benefit from this, but I didn't do it because I wanted to get to exploration 12 and be able to use an exploration tile more to gain, say, this one where I get 2 resources. So this is the obvious choice for me, and this is a very good choice because that gets me the last farm, which I could not get otherwise. So I gain more. I now have 6 resources, 4 more than Gord. So I did manage to turn things around right now. And he goes up here. He has 4 tries. So military doesn't get him anything. And he gets to military again. Doesn't get him anything. And he gets to military again. Doesn't get anything. And then he goes to 5 points for this. So he gets 5 points for spending 2 resources, and that's not good. So now I can go to mech 12s, mechs to military 12, which I do, and the civilization is always exciting because now I know this. I will spend my last conquer action here, and I do not have any more. So now I must choose capital score instead of conquest. But then I get the militants, which means I now have endless amounts of conquests available. Also, I can put one on these, and I will put it on that one. So I will, in era 5, I will get a conquest action. Yep. And I now attack him and get the 10 points here. And I get both dice. So I get 10 points there. I get 5 points for the die. And yeah, basically now I see that I have probably won, but I have only 5 resources left, and I don't have that many houses, so still pretty unsure. So feudalism, he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He gets 18 points for putting it on a few. So he ends up on 260. Well, I can easily count that I will probably be able to do that. So now I'm just finishing up my game. I will go to war gates and explore a tile, and that will be the last here. And I can explore a tile more, and I will put this one here, and I will put it there. Yes. So now I have only one. I can choose one more, and I will choose this one. So what am I wise man to do here? Go for alien biology or go for chemistry? If I go for chemistry and I roll military, that's a waste. If I roll exploration, that's a waste. If I roll tech, that's a waste. If I roll science, then that's great. So what do? I go to military 12. No, military science 12. So I get 5 points. And take a look at this, right? I get 5 points no matter what I do because I'm at the end of every 4-track. Every one of the four tracks, I'm at the end of them. I've never done that before. I know I got socialism. I know I got futurist, but I am at the end of all 4 tracks and on the 4th here. So I'm guaranteed 20 points here. So that's just amazing. So this will be the title of my video. Deep dive into getting to all 4 tracks in Tapestry, something like that. Okay, so now I gain a lot of points for that. And I also gain this, controlled territories, 9 VP. So I'm at 249. No doubt that I will win. And now I can just conquest whatever I will. Get 6 points for that. I advance the tokens here. I explore a bit. And that was the last, that was not the last house, no. And I get attack, and I get here and see, I get question mark, so I get the last house. And now I get a 1 VP more. And now I'm done. And all that means I get to 341 VP score, which is 60 more than Righty Boy. A lousy start. I had lousy tapestry cards. I played them out right. I got lucky in the end. I got lucky with 2 good civilizations in the end. I got lucky with a lot of stuff, but I made some few errors. The others made a few errors, but I ended up winning anyway, which means, okay, I will just return to the main site, and I will let you know that I got 17 elo for that. That got me to 84th position in the world, and I will show you that in a moment, and then I will end this very, very long video. God lost a lot of elo. Righty Boy didn't lose that much. So Tapestry here. You can take a look at all time here. I'm just looking at where they are at. I've played a lot with Boba Fett. Also, he's inviting me to some Tapestry games always. So yeah, I'm just looking for, because they just moved. This is the current position, 84th. And Righty Boy, he must be somewhere. He must have been somewhere. Okay, doesn't really matter. Righty Boy is yeah. So anyway, that's a playthrough for me. Of course, I ended up winning because else I wouldn't record this. And I hope you enjoyed this. Probably nobody's watching this for now, but I mean, almost 2 hours deep dive into Tapestry games. Who does that? I do that. Okay, so if you want more of these videos, you need to comment on this video and say I want more, because I'm not really doing this very much. It takes a lot of energy to do. Okay, thank you for now. Thank you for watching, if you did, and go play some Tapestry now. Get in the mood. You must be in the mood now. Bye.